Usually the most difficult challenge when making cold calls to businesses is getting past gatekeepers so you can actually speak with decision makers. Gatekeepers can be receptionists or other frontline staff, and the biggest gatekeepers for larger businesses are personal assistants. They've all been trained not to let calls get through, and they're armed with questions like, are they expecting your call? Who's this? Where are you calling from? And the killer, and why are you calling? And after you tell them why you're calling, you get, well, they aren't available right now, so give me your number and I'll ask them to call you when they're free. And you rarely hear back from the decision maker, do you? Hi everyone, I'm Mark Carrier, and in today's video I'm going to share a cold calling strategy I first came across with Ari Galper that I use personally with really good results that gets gatekeepers helping me get through to the decision maker without any Jedi mind control tricks to have a genuine conversation with the decision maker. It's a great strategy you need to coach your team to use to get past the gatekeeper so they can speak with the decision maker. And the funny thing is, when you use the strategy, you're not trying to sell anything to anybody. Before we get started, though, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. That way, when I give you more team leader training and advice and tips, you'll get notified. Now, I have a question for you. How hard is your team finding it to get through gatekeepers when they're making cold calls? If they're finding it really hard getting past these gatekeepers, then say yes in the comment section below, or no if you and your team aren't having any trouble. And if you say no, please share your strategy with the tribe. Now, what I'm going to tell you about this strategy is probably going to surprise you. This strategy is not based on making a sale initially. It's based on having conversations, not making sales pitches. It's about getting the gatekeeper to help you get through to the decision maker without any tricks so you can have a genuine conversation to understand if you can help them. And when you eventually do speak with decision makers, your goal is to have a conversation with them, not to try to sell them anything. That will come eventually when the decision maker lets you know they are interested. So before you make your call, you want to get in the right frame of mind and prepare a call guide that you can reference to stay on track. Then just pick up the phone and make the call. When somebody answers, start off in a friendly voice by asking for some help, not the usual sales enthusiastic salespeople's voice. Most gatekeepers and other frontline staff respond well when asked for help, and it's not a typical approach they hear where salespeople just try to blow past them. This helps frame their mindset towards service mode and away from gatekeeper mode. So start your call along these lines. And just so you know, in the following example, I'll be using one of my own personal call guides about helping businesses generate hot closing leads. So you start off, hey, maybe you can help me for a moment. I'm just calling to see if you know the right person over there who may be the best person to talk to about new ideas on generating high closing leads for your company. I think Mr. Jones would be the best person to talk to about this, but I'm not sure if Mr. Jones would prefer I spoke with somebody else. Could you let me know if Mr. Jones has a PA I can correspond with? If they say yes, continue with, and how would you spell their name, please? Great, thanks for that. Would you mind putting me through to them, please? If there is no PA, simply say, no problem. Would you mind putting me through to Mr. Jones, please? Quite often you'll find they will want to help you and find the right person to speak with. However, at this point, gatekeeper mode may kick in, and they may ask you, so who's this? And to which you respond playfully, well, it's Mark. Who's this? And if they ask you, where are you calling from? Respond playfully again with, well, from the Gold Coast. Where are you? And you'll probably also hear, why are you calling? And when you do, kick back into a conversational tone and say, well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I need some help. I'm just calling to see if you know the right person over there who may be the best person to talk to in terms of new ideas on generating high closing leads for your business. I think Mr. Jones would be the best person to talk to about this, but I'm not sure if he would prefer that I spoke with somebody else. Could you let me know if Mr. Jones has a PA I can correspond with, or who might be the best person to talk to? After going through this sequence, you'll usually find the gatekeeper will either put you through to the decision maker's PA or suggest somebody else you should speak with, or put you through to the decision maker. If they put you through to a PA, keep in mind that personal assistants have their pulse on all that's going on with their boss. They know what their boss wants to achieve and who they trust to get things done. So you should speak and treat PAs as if you were speaking to the decision maker, because they can open doors as quickly as the decision maker can. So when they pick up the phone, start with, "Hi, maybe you can help me out for a moment. I'm just calling to see if John would be open to new ideas on generating high closing leads for your company." PA will say, "Who's calling?" And you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, my name is Mark, and I'm the Managing Director of Marketing Tactics. And we specifically help companies generate high closing leads that reduce sales costs and the time it takes to make a sale. For instance, we've been working with a national charity for years, and they've been closing new donor leads they generate through our platform at over 30%. And we help another client in the travel industry generate over 47,000 leads last year, and they're closing 5 times higher on these leads than their other sources." Then take a relaxed pause and say, "Do you feel John would be open to looking at some ideas about how to deal with that? Or is there someone else that John would prefer that I looked into this for him?" If they say that the decision maker would be interested, say simply, "Wonderful, would you put me through?" If they feel somebody else would be better to speak with, continue with, "And how do you spell their name, please?" "Great, thanks for that. Would you mind putting me through to them, please?" Often you'll have PAs ask you to send them some information that they will pass on to the decision maker or one of their direct reports. Simply respond by saying, "I'd be happy to. We have different solutions depending on what you might need, and we cover a variety of situations, and basically it might help to get a feel for what your issues are and what you're trying to solve. Can you give me a feel for, say, 2 or 3 problems right now that you're trying to solve with lead generation for your company?" Often the PA will share some of their challenges with you, and you can use this intelligence in the information you send to personalize the benefits of your product or service to their needs. And when you follow up on your email, now you can ask for the PA, and because you've established some rapport already, that call should be much easier. In those cases, when the decision maker answers the phone when you call or you get put through to them, start the call like you did with the PA. "Hi, maybe you can help me out for a moment. I'm just calling to see if you'd be open to new ideas on generating high closing leads for your company." They'll probably say, "Who's calling?" and go, "Oh, I'm sorry, my name is Mark, and I'm the Managing Director of Marketing Tactics, and we specifically help companies generate high closing leads that reduce sales costs and the time it takes to make a sale. For instance, we've been working with a national charity for years, and they've been closing new donor leads they generate through our platform at over 30%. And we've helped another client in the travel industry generate over 47,000 leads last year that they're closing 5 times higher than their other lead sources." Then take a relaxed pause and say, "Are you open to looking at some ideas about how to deal with that?" If they say yes, continue with, "We have different solutions depending on what you might need, and we cover a variety of situations, and basically it might help to get a feel for what your issues are and what you're trying to solve. Can you give me a feel for, say, 2 or 3 problems right now that you're trying to solve with lead generation?" If they aren't interested in looking for new ideas, simply say something like, "Well, how would you like an extra 1,000 leads or more every month on top of what you're doing now? How much easier would your job be if you were able to do that?" And if they ask you to send them some information, follow the same process as we discussed when speaking with the PA. And if they ask you, "What are you selling?" simply say, "Nothing. I'm not here to sell you anything because I don't know if I can help in any way. I'm only calling to find out if you have any issues tied to improving the monthly sales performance of your business related to acquiring high-converting leads." If they say, "We already have someone helping us with that," respond with, "I apologize if I gave you the impression that I was trying to sell you something. In fact, I don't really know if we can specifically help you. It just depends on if this problem is an important one for you and if it's something you'd be open to looking at from a new perspective." And when you come to the end of the conversation, you want to let the decision maker feel that they are in control. So use one of these endings. Well, where do you think we should go from here? Or would you be open to me preparing a demonstration of our lead generation process for you to see if we might be a good match for each other? Or do you think it makes sense to retain our initial connection here by circling back to a specific appointment in our calendars when we'll talk again? That way we won't have to chase each other. Or, does it make sense to have a look at our lead gen process to see if we can help you generate new high closing leads that reduce sales costs and the time it takes to make a sale? Or is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable about how we might be able to work together? So to sum up, when using this cold call strategy, you're not looking to sell anybody anything. Your goal is to find out the best person to speak with about solving one of the business's problems. And when you speak with that person, you want to have a conversation with them about what their problems are, so you can learn more about them to see if your product or service can help them solve them. Now, if you like this video and found it helpful, please share it with your friends and workmates, and hit the like button below. If you'd like a copy of the cold call script I used in the video, just shoot me an email and I'll be happy to send it along. Just grab my email address from the description section below the video. And you might also want to check out my latest video, 5 closing fundamentals amazing team leaders follow to improve their team. I'll drop the link in the description section below too. And to get access to all my team leader training and tips, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, because I post new team leader training videos and tips every single Wednesday. And if you'd like to connect with me on LinkedIn, send me a connection request, and be sure that to mention that you saw the video here. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.